Listen, man. First of all, you're not my friend. You're my agent. And second, where's the list? Because I'm ready to play.
Keep in mind that these teams have varying levels of interest. If you want the 10-day deal, you're going to have to work a lot harder to impress some of these teams than others.
Man, I don't care about that. Where's the list?
Okay, here's the list. Let me know where you want to go and I'll make it happen.
You killed it at the pre-draft workout. I lobbied for the team to take you, but some other short-sighted people in the organization thought differently. You're a rookie.
Huh?
Some of my colleagues thought it might have been a fluke.
What?
Said there's no way an undrafted rookie could be that good.
All right, so what do you think?
I think you can do it every day of the week.
You sound like a smart man.
And the smart man has some advice for you.
What's that?
Tell your agent to stay by his phone. That's right. If there's any way we can get you here, we will.
Move, man. What are you doing?
We got our foot in the door. The Magic have offered you a 10-day deal.
Why not a year?
Because you're an undrafted, unproven commodity. But they saw enough to take a flyer on you. So you have exactly 10 days, 240 freaking hours to show that you belong. You perform, you got a shot at a guaranteed deal for the rest of the season. We both lived in a long line of might have been. Pack your bags. We're going to the show.
Yeah, boy. I'm going to the league. I got my foot in the door, and I'm gonna kick this sucker down, man.
You better. I don't want to ruin any more suits sitting on these vermin-infested couches of yours.
Man, this is my house he talking about. Finally, I'm in the league.
You did well in the workout and in the scrimmage.
He's a baller. You give him a legit shot, and he's gonna make the most of it. I mean, when it comes down to crunch time, there's no...
10 days, my man. We'll see if he can swim with the big fish. If he does, he might have a shot to be signed for the rest of the year. He might even find himself a spot in the rotation. If not, son, he's back on the streets. You ready?
I'm ready, willing, and able, sir. You'll see.
Good. Get out of here. You too.
So you're the rookie that's gonna shock the world, huh?
Sure as heck gonna try.
Good. I'm glad you're here. Just remember, it's all out there for you. Work hard, listen, watch how we do, and you got a chance to be something special. Now let's see what you got.
Thanks. I'm happy to be here, man. I'm pumped. Let's do it.
The Magic are out of Orlando and into this interconference game. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and here with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Looking back to the last matchup between these two teams, it was Orlando.
Let's go. You're in.
Dang, about time.
And it's Lee in for Vince Carter. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Harkless is checked in for Gordon. Evan Fournier comes in for Harris. Ben Gordon's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And Luke Ridnour subbed in for Peyton. On the court for Orlando, we've got Mo Harkless. Ridnour out there with Gordon. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Luke. Stepping out onto the floor now for his very first official NBA playing time. We're going to check out our first glimpse of professional basketball from Cool Hands. And there is the potential for a feel-good story here, Clark. No doubt this young man didn't get selected in the draft, but has fought his way onto a team nonetheless.
And, Kevin, no telling how far this journey will go, but you have to applaud him for it.
Plenty of offense in this close.
Coming up this Thursday night,
Really playing hard.
Yeah, they're playing hard, and they pride themselves on making it tough for their opponents.
Conley and Lee, they're the backcourt. Allen at small forward with Randolph at the 4. And it's Kufis in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Conley kicks to Allen. Allen left side. 6 on the shot clock. Looking for Lee. Gets it there. The shot is off. And Orlando will come the other way. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them. Oh, and what a feeling it's got to be as we get to see the very first NBA bucket from Cool Hands.
First of many, I would expect, Kevin. He's going to be piling up points for many years to come.
Guys, no reason to think otherwise. I mean, everything we know and everything we've seen from this guy so far point to an illustrious career.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Thank you, Kevin. Elfrid Payton has some very noticeable hair on the floor. He said the story behind it is as follows. Me and my teammates in high school agreed we wouldn't cut our hair the entire season until we won a state championship. We wound up losing in the semifinals, but I liked what it was doing and just let it keep growing and growing. Guys, will it ever end?
We'll see if it does. Thanks, Doris.
Courtney Lee, not the tallest or the most athletic, but he's a good athlete, and he really competes at the defensive end of the floor. And I like him because he's versatile defensively. He can guard 1s and 2s and occasionally even some of the small forwards.
Here's Cool Hands. Nails the 16-footer. Cool Hands got 4 points in the quarter. Cool Hands making a great first impression. Memphis leading. Conley, the pass to Lee. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Randolph kicks to Lee. Lee left side. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
A theme that has unfortunately come up for this Orlando franchise is their inability to keep a franchise talent.
I like the effort, son.
I'm feeling it, coach.
So Memphis going with almost close game as we wrap up the second quarter. It's the Magic leading by.
Okay, good job battling them out there. Let's talk about some crucial areas from the first half. First thing to talk about is our offensive rebounding. It's been steady. I like the effort I'm seeing out there. Let's keep that a point of emphasis. I want even more second chance points in the next.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. You look at Tobias Harris. He has really been playing well.
You know, he spoils us with his performances game in and game out. And so far, just another big.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And so in the game for the Magic, at the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Gordon and Vucevic, the big men inside. And it's Payton in at the point guard. Conley kicks to Randolph. Tries from 7. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 6 assists now in the game.
Well, I'll bet his teammates love playing with him. He's distributing the ball perfectly.
Well, he keeps everybody happy, and you know what? The assist numbers don't lie.
Orlando making some changes. Ben Gordon's checked in for Victor Oladipo, and Cool Hands subbed in for Payton. No good from Cool Hands.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
13 feet away. Orlando grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Orlando moving the ball around. Shot's good from Cool Hands. Now here is Conley. 9 points in the game so far. He feeds it to Prince. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Leaps for it, and stolen by Harris. Here's Cool Hands. 7 points in the game. That ties the game.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Conley into the lane, and he gets it to go. Conley's got 11 points.
Looks to me like they hit the refresh button here in the second half after shooting less than 40% from the field before the break.
Yeah, well, they managed to hold down the fort defensively, and now their offense is finally starting to kick into groove.
That puts them in the lead. Gordon's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Conley dishes to Prince. Shot, high post, and the shot is good. He's got 8.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Harris outside. And there's the pass to Cool Hands. There's the triple. Tayshaun Prince with the rebound. Prince has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Conley with it. Now defended by Cool Hands. Carter, that's good.
Defensively, guys, they just don't seem to be giving the same kind of effort that they were in the first half of the game.
Well, Tayshaun Prince, a terrific player in his time with that championship Detroit Pistons team of years past, but his decline over the last 5 years has been noticeable. Ever since he hit 30, it's been downhill.
Clock at 6. And it's Harris off the drive. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And for Prince, now 34 years of age, with this season and next left on his...
Good ball movement.
His best days are behind him.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. There's some changes here for the Grizzlies. Marc Gasol's checked in for Koufos. Carter comes in for Lee. And it's Conley in for Nick Calathes. Then for the Magic, Gordon's checked in for Tobias Harris. Victor Oladipo comes in for Green. And it's Payton in for...
12 seconds on the shot clock. 12.
They're in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Memphis on defense. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. 6 to shoot. The drive by Green. Puts it up from 12. And the shot is long. The Grizzlies shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Calathes passes to Allen. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Off the screen. No good. Nice D from Cool Hands.
And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch in a true show of strength for Memphis.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And that'll finish the season series between these two. It's clear who had the better game plan and better execution. and that's why they'll be finishing up the year 2-0 against the Magic.
Well, you look back at this one, and what an amazing performance this has been for Michael Conley. He just looked like an orchestrator out there, keeping his teammates involved, running to the open spots. I mean, he would constantly find them more often than not. They're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
A very solid performance in a lot of areas for them.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Cool Hands. Buries the long-range jumper.
For 3.
Here's Calathis. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Steve Curry, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us.
Hey, Rook, good job. For your first time out, you look right at home.
Thanks, man. I just try not to force anything and let the game come to me.
That's what we do. Too bad your big effort was wasted.
Wasted?
Yeah, you got yours, but the team didn't. In this league, W's are all that matter. We got to hit it hard again tomorrow. See what we got to do to string some wins together.
Hey, man, I'm gonna do everything in my power to help this team win. Shoot, I'm just on a 10-day contract, so I'm gonna work like there's no tomorrow. Because for me, there is no tomorrow. I gotta get signed.
That's what I like to hear. You keep that attitude, you might have a chance to last in this league.
Sure gonna try.
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario?
Ayo, Bo knows this,
What?
and Bo knows that.
What?
But Bo don't know jack, cause Bo can't rap. Well, what do you know? The D-Dog is first up to bat. No batteries included, and no strings attached. No holds barred. No time for move faking. Got to get to loose so I can bring home the bacon. Brothers front, they say the drop can't flow, but we've been known to do the impossible like Broadway Joe. So sleep if you My crew will help you get your Z's true.
And now your Orlando Magic starting lineup. Starting at point guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 4, Elfrid Payton. At power forward, at 6 foot 9 inches, number 00, Aaron Gordon.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr with Doris Burke on our sideline. The Milwaukee Bucks come into this one after the win against the Heat in Miami.
Let's go, you're up.
My time.
And Orlando has possession. 9-point game. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, they gave away a lot of points at the free throw line in that game. Maybe it was being on the road. Maybe they were just out of sync, but something had them rattled.
Had an impact.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Up front, it's Henson and Sanders. Walters out there with Brandon Knight. And it's Middleton in at the 3. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Orlando's coach as he addressed his team. He said their plan was run their offense through cool hands. On the days when he gets going, he can be a huge contributor, and coach is obviously hoping this is going to be one of those days. Kevin, we'll see how that strategy pans out as this game develops.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And things went pretty well for him in his debut last game. Definitely had an impact on the game as he got his feet wet in the league.
Well, the only real bad spot on his debut is that the team came up short, but he'll be a part of plenty of NBA wins if he keeps playing how he did last game. Tobias Harris, a combo forward, originally drafted by the Bucks out of Tennessee. I love his game. He does a little bit of everything and does it all well. He can handle. He shoots it a bit from outside. Not sure what his best position is going forward, but he's a quality player.
And Harris, to this point in his career, has fared better defending small forwards. But Stevie continues to get stronger.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what should help him inside as he continues to grow defensively. The stronger you are, the more effective you're going to be against those fours. And I think ultimately you'll be able to see Harris guard a lot of the fours in this league, particularly the stretch fours.
We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Walters. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. In low to Sanders. Takes it off the glass.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Here's Cool Hands, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. And here's Gordon from outside. That's good. Gordon's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Bucks leading by 10. Pass to Parker. Screen by Sanders. Sanders sets the screen for Parker. In low to Sanders. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Gordon. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Here's Harkless. And the layup is good. Harkless has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Orlando.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
Sanders with a screen on Gordon. Sanders sets the screen for Knight. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Knight's got 6 points.
Well, they had a pretty good grasp of the game plan coming into this one. That's been very apparent.
And anytime a team gets a double-digit lead in the first quarter, Steve, you could be headed for blowout city.
Harris outside. Here's Cool Hands, and the shot falls short this time. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Bucks lead by 10. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
This Saturday, January 31st, Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks take on Nikola Vucevic and the Orlando Magic.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Yeah, everything's gone right for this club.
Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. It's the Magic.
Well, Brandon, tell us a bit about your opinion on the team.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Up front, it's Henson and Sanders. Knight and Mayo man the backcourt. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Here's Oladipo. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Oladipo's got 11 points.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks just to get you some open looks like that one.
Cool Hands checked in for Payton.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Oladipo. How the last month of basketball was for him, averaging 9 points per game, 4 rebounds. His overall contributions on the whole, he's been putting up some pretty good numbers, but I think he can do more.
And Steve, sometimes that's just part of the game, weathering periods where your stats might not show all of what you're doing on the floor.
Sanders with a screen on Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. Knight dishes to Henson. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, for some, Aaron Gordon is seen as a tweener. And for Gordon, it isn't going to faze him. He said, obviously, you have to play a position in the NBA, but I'm going to do a little bit of everything. Post up, hit jumpers, go by people. I'm going to do it all. I'm confident that I can play both the 3 and the 4. He has the skills to pull it off, Kevin.
That he does. Thank you, Doris. That's good from Harris. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Knight passes to Sanders. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Mayo drives in. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. I think that's what's put them in front here.
No good from Cool Hands. Bucks trail by 9.
Larry Sanders, mostly an at-the-rim finisher to this point in his career. He can complete plays off pick and rolls. His explosiveness, his length, I think really allows him to throw it down over the top of defenders.
Harris passes to Cool Hands. The 17-footer can't hit, so Milwaukee will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in Orlando, where they were able to handle the Magic.
Now, the last meeting was a successful one. They were very sharp defensively, causing a lot of turnovers, and that swayed the game in their favor. Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious, and his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
And Oladipo kicks to Harris. Now, here's Oladipo. He's got 11. 5 on the clock. A baseline J. Good. Harris has got 9 points in the quarter. What an easy win for him last time. As Steve mentioned, Clark, the turnover differential was a major factor.
Yeah, I called it disruptive in a word from the defensive standpoint. They were all over him the whole game.
Sanders dishes tonight. Back to Sanders. Henson the pass to Sanders. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stat?